Hi and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about 4 important parts as you start to think of your speech. The idea of how do you find a topic? How do you actually write a speech? Where on earth do you start? What's your introduction? And when you're thinking of all of this, how do you start to think about speaking without notes in your hand? So the first piece that we're going to talk about is topic. How do you find a topic? Importantly, you find something that you know, that you like or love, something that interests you. It might be about a funny family story if you're speaking at a family event. It might be something that has truly touched your heart but is in a bigger perspective in the world. If you have an emotional connection to it, your audience can start to feel it with you. It might be a negative situation and there's a lesson to be learned. It might be one of the most heartwarming stories for your family that is a perfect opportunity to share when you are standing to speak. Find something you know really well and your emotions become easier to talk about. Which brings us to the art of speech writing. Importantly, we want to think of having an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. Our introduction is to capture imagination, to help people want to listen to us. The body is the meat of the story. It's our sandwich filling, if you like. And when we are passionate about the body, the emotions again will come through and our audience can connect. And the conclusion will wrap it all together. It's the other slice of bread in our sandwich. It's best if we use short sentences and words that everyone's familiar with. We use action verbs to keep people wanting to listen. And if possible, we try to pick up a combined experience, a shared experience with our audience. If they have something that's in their life that they can connect with what we're talking about, they'll listen. So about this introduction, we want to have some content, some context, and we need to have some credibility to stand there and speak. To do that, we need to think about the audience. What are they going to understand? It has to be for them. And we use the introduction effectively as a front door into the speech, and we're opening it for our audience to come in and join us. And to do that, we turn everything around and we make it about them. The last point today is we're going to talk about how do you speak without notes. It's not always easy. Sometimes we want to have that comfort zone, that safety net there. And sometimes it's really important, particularly if we are quoting another source, which helps build our credibility. To read an actual quote helps show that it's not just something I've borrowed or stolen, but I recognize the value of what I am pulling from, what I am learning, what I'm talking about. One way to speak without notes is to see each section of the speech as a picture. We learn the words that go with the picture, that part of the story, and then in our mind we can put together all of the images in the right order and our speech will tell itself. Which way do you learn? Which way do you think? Are you a visual communicator? Maybe having images in your mind for the various paragraphs or sections is the right way for you. Maybe writing your headings 2 or 3 or 10 times will help you remember. Maybe saying them over and over and over again will help you remember. The nice thing is you get to rehearse, you get to practice and learn your speech the way that makes sense for you. There is no perfect or right or wrong way. It's your speech. Embrace the opportunity to show that you know what you're talking about. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.